very good morning to you all and welcome to the free trial users for the Quasidb service. Monday the 22nd of August 2022. And now finally, they've the 24-hour difference has shifted. They were selling risk every day since July the 27th. Every single day they sold it. Now they're going long. Look at price action. Okay, so we're going to cover that in the private channel. And I'll do a quick 2-minute video on DAX, US 30, US 500, and we'll look at gold quickly as well. And you'll see what's going to happen now is because they're going long, it's not going to pan out very well for them. VIX is above 20. So risk on big picture, 24-hour difference, not so much. So it's a small shift, but it is indicative of them buying the dip. And if they buy the dip, yeah, price will fall. So the yields rose, so that's risk off. And the yield curve is out of bonk, very much so out of bonk. What we want to do is see a diagonal. We don't want to see a flattening on this curve, and we are not only seeing a flattening but an inversion. That's quite risk off. So these have to come down, and they could probably stay where they are, but these are all going to come down quite a bit. So we're still risk off if we look at the government debt and the yields. So that's that. Just a reminder about VIX, whether or not we're going to break 26.5, that's the 52-week midpoint. If we go above that, we're going to be pretty risk off. So put an alarm, put a notification alert on TradingView for VIX at 26.5. That's an important level. AU sell, GU sell, dollar CAD buy, dollar Swiss buy, and what you want to try and do is get the colours to match. But what you'll see is Aussie is actually performing quite well, and we'll show you why. It's because of the bubbles. So this is the weekly majors on the dollar. So we got a big risk event on Friday. We've got the Jackson Hole, Powell speech, and the PCE data all in one day. So what we're going to be speculating is that we're probably going to see like a bit of a run on the dollar, and then we're going to see a sell-off on Friday, and that's like the speculation what's going on here. So we might see some dollar strength up until that risk event, and then it'll like capitulate and it'll sell off. So that's the theory. And so the trade of the day went out to the private members. You guys are welcome to join the Discord. We've got a free trial. We're at 7-day free trial. That concludes on Sunday, so join, you can get the trade of the day. That's going well. And just realised I can't show you the bubbles. There's nothing here in the bubbles, which is a bit crazy. Yeah, so this is how we're situated on the bubbles. So there's Aussie. I did say I was going to show you why, and there's the Aussie, been strong buy section there. Okay, so just realise I referred to the bubbles up here, and it's not actually on the bulletin, so I'll add that. Now, so this is there's a bit of a disagreement with FXCM and my FX book, so on Aussie right now, and so that's that. So I'll add the bubbles now after this video. So greens are buy and reds are sell. I note that the dollar CAD was over here, next day it was here, following day here. So it's not necessarily where we are right now, but where we're going. Where were we yesterday? Okay, so that's the key. Don't look at it as static, look at it dynamic. Compare where we were. So if we know where we were in past tense, we get a good idea where we're going, right? As long as the retail guys hold on to that bias and they don't reverse, that's like the caveat. If they do, then the signal's not going to be very strong. But normally they hold on to their losses, don't they? And then no one wants to get out a small, medium loss. They'll think it's going to reverse. And so that's that. S&P, so they went long, got punished. This is helping our risk calculation at the very top of the video. And this is a potential what if scenario. If they sell it, it's going to be a buy. But we know a little bit distant between those two lines. We were looking for crossovers on the MVA and the SSI line, the speculative sentiment index. So that's our buy trigger if it crosses. US 30 now, I just checked it just before the making of this video, and they are still buying the dip. So whether or not it's going to work out for them, we'll have to wait and see. You can see how it works. They've gone long. Well, they went long here as well. We fell. Then they sold it, so we went up. And then they sold it, so we went up a little bit, and they've gone long, so we fell. So it just basically mirrors the opposite of the herd, basically. DAX. Remember, the fundamentals are pretty horrible for DAX because you've got the Nord Stream, Gazprom, German deficit, trade deficit issue, and you've always got their Greek, Italian stuff going on as well. It's weighing on the the German sector. So that's quite scary. So I'll do an update for you guys in the private channel for that. Won't be long, 2-minute video. And gold. See, they've gone long, but they've held on all that time. So where did they go long? It's up there, 1760, 1780. Sorry, yeah. So they're in quite a bit of drawdown, these guys. But you see what happens. They've gone long and price falls. Happens every single day. Today's liquidity targets, not that much movement from Friday, but just fine. GU and NU, that's wrong. I need to edit that. Because they've gone long, it's a sell, and the same with they moved the same distance over time. Mode. I'll have to add the bubbles to this bulletin as well, and that's that really. So largest stop loss clusters AU, it's above at that level. It's fairly large at 4.12, quite a lot of liquidity there, and they shorted the Aussie, and they've longed the Swiss franc the most as well, and they've shorted the Kiwi ever so slightly as well. But don't forget, it's still early days. If they continue, then we'll do what the Aussie will perform well. Yeah, just to say, after the 1st of September, the promo code for FX as a size going to be 10% discount. So get it while you can at an annual, and then you've locked it in a pretty decent discount there, to be honest. If you don't do that, it's going to cost you $359 for the annual plan, or you could get it for $121. And monthly, you could get it for $10. Or $31. So it's up to you what you want to do. I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to lock it in at the Quasidb code for an annual plan, and then that's it. So you might as well, to be honest with you, because it's a huge saving. And after the 1st of September, it's going to cost $31. So my FX book. So Kiwi is punishing the retail guys. Yen is paying the retail guys, and 67% is fairly normal. We'd want to see it around 70 to 80%, and we know the trap's in, and the retail guys are going to be counter trend and losing money. So 80% is quite likely. We'll have to wait and see on that, and this will update in real time, which is pretty cool on the spreadsheet. Yeah, so that's the idea. You wait for it to get quite high, and then you know the trap's been placed. So 70% is okay, and you wouldn't want to enter when we're below 50% because they're still inducing positions and about to place the trap. So wait for the trap to be placed, and that's the 50%, and they've got the majority, right? So it's really cruel, but that's how it works. Weekly total for 86, which is okay, it's positive. Friday was good, 68 pips. And over the big picture is that we've done fairly well over 86 weeks, nearly 4,600 pips over that time. And you can see, we're making fairly decent progress here. I'm not quite sure what happened here. I think we just had quite a lot of chop. Quite a lot of chop, but anyway, yeah, it's going up. We can see the trend line there. We're going to potentially have a lot of signals today if the sentiment lines up. So that's the key. It needs to agree with the technicals, the technical daily indicators, and it needs to agree with the bubbles. The currency pair needs to also agree as well. So there's 3 checks. Loads of things out tomorrow, so be careful. We're going to see a lot of movement and hustling ahead of that, so especially the euro and the pound, and especially as we go into the dollar, the New York session. So potentially we're going to see a bit of a whipsaw. I think EU and GU are going to probably move a lot tomorrow, and then it's going to probably reverse at the New York. So be very careful. Just know where your exit is. Got to keep calm and always trade safely. So I'm going to add the bubbles to this bulletin now, and actually maybe I might not, because we might want to keep that private. Maybe that's the logic for it. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll just keep it private. So you have to sub to see the bubbles. It makes sense. So, or I just posted something on Twitter. You can just check the Twitter feed if you wanted to. So if I refer to the bubbles, you'll just have to sub, I think, because you can get quite a lot. Oh, there are the bubbles there. That's fine. There is actually on the first page, so that's fine. That's fine. All right, you guys, I'm going to do a bit of work on the API, and we'll have to see how we are tomorrow, the risk calculation as well. We can see they're buying the dip, so this metric is going to be larger, and if it gets larger, it's going to impact the big picture quite a bit. Trade safely. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow, and oh, we've got the COT data. I'll do that now as well. I'll speak to you soon.